Festive season is here, and as we plan our trips, our furry friends are often forgotten. There are horrific stories of pets being left out, tied to poles, mistreated, and also even the loved ones who suffer massive trauma over Christmas and New Year. Hotel for Pets are making it possible for pet owners to go on holiday without any fear or stress. But for those of us who can't afford it, what can be done? My guests tonight are Inika Ann Boyle, Creative Director at Must Love Dogs, and Meg Wilson, National Inspector at NSPCA. We've got little time, so I'm going to quickly get the questions out. How bad is it over Christmas and New Year? What happens to dogs?
So often what happens at this time of the year is that dogs go missing, they get lost, they get confused because their owners are no longer at home. And then, of course, fireworks are a huge issue.
Yeah.
So we find a huge influx of animals over the festive period.
Yeah. And how are you able to look after them? I mean, how much of a challenge is that?
Well, it's a huge impact on resources for SPCAs around the country, obviously. So SPCA has taken all the animals that come to their doors. They can't, by law, refuse any animals.
Right.
So whatever animals land upon our doors, we take in.
And you?
And
a hotel?
Oh, goodness.
It's hotel.
Yeah, so we obviously are fully booked at the moment.
Yeah.
And
what a good business.
Yes, it's very seasonal.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
Yeah.
And just a little bit of input here, we were discussing it earlier, is that any advice for people who are wanting to go away over peak periods is to rather book ahead of time. Because at this time of year, we get a mad influx of people that have got their holidays booked and haven't made plan for their animals.
Yeah.
And we know then what happens with some of those people, that's when they start abandoning their animals because they haven't made the proper planning ahead of time. Because in reality, there's fewer hotels than dog hotels than there are people hotels. So that's just what I think.
I think Lady Jane, she either wants to go to the loo or she wants to go back to you.
I think she probably wants to come back to me.
I can feel a little heart. Too. Oh, there we go. Come on.
She can come to me. Come on, girl.
You also, you look at dogs, and I'm obviously a dog lover, and there's so many animal lovers, and you just wonder how people can be as cruel as they are. I mean, you must see some pretty horrific stuff.
Absolutely. I think a huge misconception for some people is that they don't understand that animals are sentient, that they feel, that they are able to feel stress and distress, and that they're actually protected by the law as well. So there is an Animals Protection Act, and if you are found to contravene this act and you're found guilty in a court of law, you have a criminal record.
Oh, so you can be reported and people can do something about it.
Absolutely.
And I guess people need to work out how much a dog can cost, because it's a lot more expensive than you think.
100%. That's another thing, is that people don't realize that it's a 10-15-year investment as well. That's veterinary bills, that's food, that's kenneling, hotels. And a lot of people think, oh yeah, this time of year, let's get a cute puppy because it's like a little fluffy toy. And then when they get older, they go to people like her. And the reality is that they are wonderful companions.
Sorry, you could...
No.
I think many years without a dog. I just come from the Middle East where dogs are haram. So I'm like...
And you know what? That's also you need to do a little bit of research before you get certain dogs, because not everyone, if you've got a big... a burbo or something, you need to be running it, working it and everything. You can't have it in a little garden. Some people make incorrect choices for themselves, and then the dog becomes too much for them.
And we're going to have to leave it there.
Oh, no problem.
Well, sorry about that.
It's all
and Meg
good.
Wilson, and happy Christmas, because I'm sure I won't see you before. And thanks for looking after the dogs. On our behalf.
Thank
That's
you for
our show
having us.
tonight. Checkpoint is next.